Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. It's so great to be back with you all. We're just gonna jump into this video because, you know, I've been relaxing for a second. I stayed up really late last night because I was thinking about my inevitable doom of having to take this test, and I was kind of freaking out a little bit. So, you know, what did I do? I stayed up all night and I just cleaned my room. If you're new here, my name is Courtney. I graduated law school in May and I didn't take the California bar exam in July. I decided to work for 6 months because I just wanted more experience. I just wanted to make sure I was making the right decision, you know? I know I went to law school. I know I spent 200 grand going to law school and earning that degree, but your girl was not sure. I don't like to feel pressured into doing things. I don't like to do things just because everyone else is doing them. So I needed to come to the conclusion on my own that the bar exam was what I wanted to do and what I wanted to take and what I wanted to pass. So I'm so glad that I took the extra time, that I took the 6 months to just work. I worked at a law firm doing estate planning. Silicon Valley got money, honey. We already knew that, but I'm sitting at my desk and I'm reading this and I'm like, how many zeros? That was a really great time. I gained a lot of knowledge and a lot of insight, and I'm really glad that I had that opportunity. Just for me personally, I think that it was like the best decision to wait until February to take the exam. So basically for this video, I just wanted to kind of show you guys what I've been doing to get ready. You know, I still have 2 weeks before I start my official bar prep, but I've started to organize my room. You don't understand, I'm going to be sleeping and breathing law. Every second of the day, law. 8 to 10 hours a day, law. 14 subjects. That's what's tested on the bar exam. We spent 6 months taking one of those classes, you know, like a semester, and now I'm going to review 14 of those classes basically in 10 weeks. So the California bar exam is a 2-day exam. You have 6 essays on the first day, 3 essays in the morning, 3 essays in the evening or in the afternoon, and on the second day you have 200 multiple choice questions. It's a lot of studying. I watched my roommates go through it this summer. You know, it's just one of those things where you gotta buckle down and do it and make sure that you're in the right headspace, and then just put all your effort in, because at the end of the day, like, all you can do is give it all your effort. That's what your girl's gonna be doing. We're gonna be putting all this effort in and getting that law license. But also, California's bar exam is the second hardest bar exam. It has the second highest cut score. So basically the cut score means you have to get at that score or higher to be considered passing. And most states' cut score is like significantly lower than California. Delaware, I believe, cut score is higher than California's. So that makes the California bar exam particularly difficult, more difficult than the average bar exam, definitely. A lot of people have to take it twice, which, like, there's no shame in having to take it twice. Like, it is a hard exam. At the end of the day, you could do everything right, and maybe that one day just wasn't your day, and now you have to study for 10 more weeks and take it again. But at the end of the day, if you pass the bar, you pass the bar. I don't care how many times it took you to take it, you passed it. Also, I asked you guys on my Instagram to ask me any law school questions that you had, so I'm gonna get to those later in the video. But first, I kind of wanted to show you how I've started to begin to get ready to study. That's such a long title. I want my only worry to be studying for this exam during prep time. So basically what I've done is I've hyper cleaned my room, got rid of anything I didn't want, anything that doesn't spark joy. It's not in my room anymore. That basically starts off with my desk. I organized my desk drawers. Oh, they're so beautiful. Wait, let me show you. I didn't like directly organize, you know, my pens and stuff, but this is my desk drawer. This is the one I'm gonna be using the most. This is my happy box. It's full of happy things that make me happy. And then stapler, 3-hole punch. I still have to get binders and things. It may not look that organized actually on camera, but if you guys saw it before, it was not that organized. And then this side, we got a little pouch, my keys, my glasses. This is where I'm gonna put some notebooks. And in here, this is gonna be my planner drawer. That's where I keep my planners. I always have 2 planners. I've always been that way. Like, one like super detailed and the other one not so detailed. This one is all of my chapsticks. I have a chapstick obsession. I don't know what it is. I always lose them. So recently, when I cleaned my room, I found all my chapsticks like hidden places. So we got chapsticks. And my chargers, this is where I put all my stuff for like my cameras. This is gonna be my paper drawer because I'm gonna be doing a lot of printing. This is gonna be for my binders. And then the last drawer is just more like electronic stuff. For the second part of how I began to organize, I have organized all of my gym clothes. Basically, I'm just gonna be living in gym clothes for the next 10 weeks. I'm not trying to think about what I'm wearing. I'm not trying to get cute. We're not doing any of that stuff. Because, did you know, there's a thing, it's called decision fatigue. You can make too many decisions in a day and like fatigue your mind. And when you're trying to shove all of this knowledge into your brain, I don't have any time to waste brain power on deciding what to wear. So, we organized. Here are my leggings, nicely folded. I can just reach in, grab any one of them. I don't have to think about it. In my second drawer, I organized my sweatpants, my shorts, and my sweats. And the last one, my favorite one, I organized my sports bras. I figured out how to organize them. So I put in 3 different bins. I picked out my favorite sports bras, color coordinated them, and here they are, all nicely organized. Oh my goodness. That brings me so much joy. And then we pair it with one of my sweaters because, you know, I'm just gonna be living in these sweaters. These are the shoes that I wear the most. I put them out here out of my closet just so I can easily reach them. So basically that is how I've started to organize. My next step will be making a detailed schedule of my day-to-day activities, how I'm gonna structure my studying, when I'm gonna wake up, what time I plan to eat, what time I plan to go to the gym, because you know your girl's gotta go to the gym. If I don't go to the gym, I'm gonna be losing my mind. I will be on the strictest schedule of my entire life. And I honestly can't really wait for it because I like structure like that. But I say that now and then flash to me 5 weeks from now, just like in tears in the library. That's how I've started to begin to prepare for this crazy journey I'm about to jump into. But for now, I'm gonna go ahead and head to the gym. And when I get back from the gym, I'm gonna do a little Q&A on the law school questions that you guys asked me. Ooh, look at my hair. Oh my gosh. Just finished in the gym. Oh my gosh, look at this part right here. It's so frizzy. Had a good workout. I just did like a full body, mainly upper body workout because I did legs last night. But I asked on my Instagram if you guys had any law school questions, and so I was gonna answer some of those in my car right now. We're losing sunlight, and so by the time I drive home, it's probably gonna be dark. So I was like, I should just take advantage of this and answer some in the car for you. What type of law do you see yourself practicing long term? Most of the classes that I took in law school were all business focused or entrepreneurial. I took IP courses as well, privacy, so I think that I would mainly focus like transactional side of law, so not in a courtroom. Like I don't have anything against speaking in public or anything. I don't really mind doing that at all, but I'm not really a litigation person. I'm not trying to like argue my whole life, you know? I just wanna help people form things and make agreements and, you know, merge companies and do things like that. So I think that I would focus mainly on corporations or some sort of business law long term. How much free time did you have in law school? I feel like it would turn me into a hermit. Honestly, it did turn me into a hermit. So your first year of law school, super busy. You're basically learning a new language. There's words you've never really heard before, or maybe you have, but you have no idea what they mean. It's a new way of learning that you haven't tackled before. No matter how smart you were in your undergrad, no matter if you majored in political science, like none of that matters. It's a whole new beast, and everyone starts at the same level because everyone coming into law school had 4.0s. We are all each other, you know? We've all been those straight A students like coming up. My first year, I made 2 really good friends, Maria, my roommate now, and our friend Katie. She's a genius and she transferred to Berkeley and graduated from law school there. I don't know what I would have done without them. Like, I don't know what I would have done. It was really hard for me 1L year, moving from Arizona to California. I am not a person that likes change. I like to be at home. I like everything to be in the same order, and I would say that I turned into kind of a hermit. I went to the gym all the time, which is like why I started posting more fitness stuff, because I was either doing law school or I was in the gym, and so I was like, that was my life. But then after you get through the first year, it doesn't get easier, but you learn how to manage it better. So yeah, after the first year, I became less of a hermit. Why did you pick law school? I had never really planned on going to law school. My stepdad, who had been in my life since I was 8 years old, he's the only father figure I've ever known. He was a lawyer and he unexpectedly passed away December 2013, so my sophomore year of undergrad. And I have a stepsister, which is his daughter, and he married my mom, and him and my mom had my little brother. So there's 3 of us. When he passed away like it broke our family. I was just trying to deal with that, and I felt like the world had lost a really good lawyer and a really like good human being. So I just wanted his death to not be in vain, and it was part of my grieving process to be like, hey, like I'm smart enough to tackle law school. I'm smart enough to do this. I know I have the drive. Jim always believed in me. Jim was my stepdad. He always believed in me more than I believed in myself. So I was like, I can do this. Why not? Why not law school? Last question. I'm not in law school, but what can I do to help my boyfriend who's in law school? Ooh, I love this question. What you can do is just be supportive, because he is going through something that unless you're in law school, you just don't get it. And I don't mean that in a pretentious way or in a snobby way at all. It's a different world, and he is tackling something that he's never done before. There's gonna be moments we all fall on our face, and you just need to be there for him and give him space when he needs space, like to study, because I know there was times where I was studying so hard and I just needed to be left alone. Like I didn't need to be bothered. If he's distant, or at least, I don't know, for me, when I was being distant, it wasn't ever because I didn't care about my significant other. It was just, I was so focused on trying to transition into this new world that I like had no idea about, that it was a little like rough in the beginning. I would say just be really patient, because there's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, especially in the first year. Just be there to listen. Just do exactly what you've been doing in your relationship. But that's a really great question. I just think that a lot of people break up the first year of law school because I think that their significant other doesn't understand like the demands that a law student has on them, like the pressure of it all. Think of all the debt that we're going into. Again, it's like we're learning a brand new thing that we've never learned before, and you know, we're gonna fall on our face from time to time. Our egos are gonna get bruised. We're gonna be so emotional. It's a lot to handle. But yeah, those are gonna be all the questions that I'm gonna answer for today. Hopefully I'll be able to make a couple more videos for you while I study. Again, I wanna focus most of my energy on studying because I'm not trying to take this test twice, but I want to keep you guys in the loop. I will post more definitely on Instagram, so make sure you follow my Instagram if you're not already following it. Yeah, now we're headed to Phoenix for the next week for Thanksgiving to hang out with my family, so it's gonna be a grand old time. That's it for this video. So I hope that you guys like this video. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video.